The Black Crowes guitarist Rich Robinson spoke to Long Island Weekly about his reunion with his brother Chris for a tour to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the band's classic debut album, 1990's Shake Your Money Maker. Joining Chris and Rich in the new Black Crowes lineup are returning bassist Sven Pippin, who played with the band from 1997 up until the band's hiatus in 2015, along with Brian Griffin on drums, Joel Rubino on keyboards and Isaiah Mitchell on guitar, plus backup singers Mackenzie Adams and Leslie Grant. Asked what was behind the decision to reform the Black Crowes without founding member drummer Steve Gorman, who penned 2019's memoir Hard to Handle, The Life and Death of the Black Crowes, Rich said, "Steve was one of the incredibly negative and manipulative forces in the band that we really didn't want to deal with. In order to get back, we really had to do this very specific purge where we focus on the two of us. And let this be something that will be positive. We can be in charge of our own triggers, but if you have other people around that have an agenda, which a lot of the older people around did, it's just going to crash and burn. We didn't look at this as a one-time thing. We want to focus and do it right for ourselves as human beings, for ourselves as brothers, for ourselves as writing and creative partners, as well as the other reasons." In a February 2020 interview with Meltdown of Detroit's WRIF radio station, Gorman said that he was not surprised to see Chris and Rich teaming up with new musicians for a tour. "To me, it's been an inevitability for years," Steve said. "I think they both made serious efforts to establish themselves in solo careers that could sustain them, that could provide a living. And I guess that neither one of those really worked out, and so they were always gonna need to be the Black Crowes again. And this tour is an indication of the fact that, to them, they always were the Black Crowes. And to me, the Black Crowes was a band. It wasn't about their band. It was our band. It was 6 people, or it was 5 people, or it was for people, depending on the year, but it was always a much greater thing than to brothers who wrote the songs. The success of that band had a lot to do with a lot more than just them, is my point. And the thing that was most special about that band, as I said before, was what 6 people were able to do when we were on the same page." Gorman went on to say that he doesn't necessarily fault the Robinson brothers for wanting to keep the Black Crowes brand alive. "This tour has nothing to do with me. It never did, it never would have," he explained. "The Black Crowes are my past. Now, the music is still around. And if anybody goes to see this tour and decides that they love the Black Crowes now, I think that's fantastic. I'm all for preserving the legacy of the band I was in. I think this tour has nothing to do with that. I think this tour is the two of them needing money. And to that I say, and that's fine. I know what it's like to be concerned about my finances. Everybody does. And if you're in your 50s and you can make a living playing music, then, by God, you should be playing music, if that's what you want to do. So they're fully within their rights to do it, legally and ethically and morally. Whatever, it's fine, as it's got nothing to do with me." The Black Crowes' rescheduled tour will kick off on July 20th and July 21st at Nashville's Ascend Amphitheater, and include 37 dates over a 2-month period, concluding on September 25th at Bethel Woods in Bethel, New York. When the Black Crowes announced their split in 2014, Rich issued a statement saying that he loved his brother and respected his talent, but that his present demand that I must give up my equal share of the band, and that our drummer for 28 years and original partner Steve Gorman relinquish 100% of his share, is not something I could agree to. Shake Your Money Maker was re-released in multi-format sets in February 2021 through UME American Recordings. The album, fueled by singles Jealous Again, Twice as Hard, She Talks to Angels, and a cover of fellow George and Otis Redding's Hard to Handle, has sold over 5 million copies.
Thank you for tuning in, and please hit that like button, it's appreciated. Make sure that you subscribe for more rock-related content.